Film it. So these chips are from Denniston Barbecue, 585.
So good.
585 Duke Street.
What was the seasoned ones?
Seasoned fries, mate.
I always really liked the big overwhelming pads that sort of like everywhere, and the contrast between that and the sort of sweet vocal. And I wanted to keep those, but also keep the rest of the track quite skeletal. It feels good, man.
Yeah. It felt good writing them, it felt good hearing the final version done. Thanks very much.
It feels good hearing a great song and just helping it be the best it can be. Keys on. What does AO mean, Gerard? Oh, wait.
To me it means hello. It could be someone's name. Met an IO before.
There we go. What is an Eki called? Oh yeah! No one's ever spoken to her before.
I've got one as well.
It's like the most popular drink in Scotland.
Well, funny enough, Eki Poke means behold the cup. It's like when you have your eyes on the prize, you know. So, so it's like, yeah, you're in touching distance of the cup. Eki Poke.
No! Back. Eki is also a Scottish way of saying ecstasy, which is an emotion.
Yeah, it's that like small amount of ecstasy you feel just before you touch the cup.
I think that's really cool. That is totally made up. It's another one of those tracks on the album that has that sort of thread running through it.
The
Like this.
synthesizer.
Yeah, a sort of little character.
Wee bounty guy.
Yeah, and everything sort of comes in and out. Left, everything sort of comes in and out. It supports it, and then leaves it on its own, like a child. You put it on a bike, you throw it down a pathway.
See you later, pal.
Aye, best
All
of
the
luck.
best.
He's fell on his arse, and this is when he falls.
Oh.
That's him crying. You alright, sir? Up you get.
Back on your bike.
I'm doing your shells and you'll fucking shoot
No,
you.
totally.
Yes!
I've used it to mean like you stop recognising people as you get older. There's all this shit accumulating on all these faces and stuff, you know. People change, things change.
Would you say this is the more difficult one to sing?
It's very difficult to sing because it's a bit of a party anthem, and yet it's difficult to shout. You know.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, just for me.
You look really good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really not that good. Good for you. The last chorus, when the vocal repeats, then you repeat the end, and you start it again, and then it just finishes. Go on.
Yeah. This is called Perpetua Mobile, and it's featuring Rosie Play.
How come all your songs have such weird names, Gerard? Why?
Right, okay, so it's difficult being in a band called Babe because you can't really find yourself on the internet. So I thought, why not make the titles really, really complicated and stupid? So when you type them in, you find it. What do you think? Good idea? Shit idea?
If you have no idea how to
Spell.
yeah, it's probably going to make things much worse. If you put in babe and then a really awful word, you're even more likely to get random porn, which is fine. And to be fair, porn is probably better than this album anyway.
This song is like a salamander.
Have you ever talked to Salamander?
I like the snare. I don't know, you make it?
That was me. That was me, mate.
You play the snare?
Yeah, on my computer.
I feel
Dick Van Dyke.
That's good when this song arrives because it's like it's more light. It's really light, you know, just guitar and vocals sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can hear some like Tom's guitar sounds so shit.
Where is that guy?
On the band.
This is Tom here. I'm fighting our soundmate. It's like a kind of energy reset as well.
Yeah.
This is where you get to go to the toilet. This is the interlude.
This is where you put the kettle on.
Yeah.
Who do you channel when you're playing this song on the bass?
Maybe Michael Jordan.
Pretty good.
I was throwing some Michael Jackson on the bass.
Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, all the Michaels.
Michael, George Michael,
George Michael.
who, well, you'd need to channel him now.
This song was named by my friend Johnny Kerr. You got it?
Ouais, c'est bon, je suis en train de filmer là. Tu me genre.
He coined that phrase, skipping pints. He was 2 pints ahead of me and Tom. So, guys, hurry up. Don't be skipping pints over here.
Go drink cider and get to the ABC for free and just steal drinks. Steal abandoned drinks. We
Yeah.
were tidying up. We were glass collecting. We were volunteering. Bit part. So we got Omar Suleiman.
Looking at the
Sound
camera.
it.
Looking at the camera, you know.
He does. He puts his microphone under here.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought that little guitar lick was really like sort of 80s U2,
Oh, totally.
but I never wanted to tell Tom. He may be into it actually. Tom. 80s U2.
Look, this car it doesn't need to be washed, huh?
Don't tell them that car's clean already. We're written the deck. And to get geeky for a second, there's loads of bass in that arpeggiated thing. And when the chorus comes in, the bass comes off and a big sustain bass comes under it. And it just like its arse falls out. No, totally, yeah, I love it.
The point is,
What is the point?
she can do things you can't.
We will wait until tomorrow. We will wait until tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. We sampled it and then we were like, we can't use this, so we did it ourselves.
We don't have permission for this, so what we'll do is copy it.
Yeah.
That's definitely what happened. The most sort of sprawling structure-wise, it has that big.
As the wee outro, yeah. It's great. It's good that I shut up for a bit as well.
Yeah, like finally.
Constantly
I
saying.
know. Just like
I was listening to a lot of Jeremiah when I wrote this.
Jeremiah is so good. Yeah, Jeremiah definite influence on the like the sort of tricky Stewart, Mike Will sort of sounds influenced the production, I would say, as well, for sure. Who is Emma?
Emma is. That's her.
She's the one that can do things that you can't do.
Emma.
Some people might use a DX7. There's a bit of that on the album.
But there's DX from the wrestling in the 90s. Shawn Michaels. Triple H. China, sadly. no longer with.
But our video went really.
Yeah, our videos went round the world.
You seen it? You seen our videos?
I have, yeah.
She's a really good listener.
Fucking hell, she is. She beats the she beats it.
That one, where she fights that man
Yeah,
in that video,
it's really good.
I'm really sorry for her.
I'm really sorry for him.
Yeah.
She beats it. She beats it up. Like sympathy. It's a Jeremiah lyric for you.
Realistic.
So that little synth is called a realistic concert mate,
Awesome.
which is made by Radio Shack, which is a chain, an American electrical store, like Robertson's, Hutchison's, and maybe even Stepek. They commissioned or licensed Moog to make domestic synthesizers. So basically, you
On
would
the
get on the tote cheap. So you would get a Moog for super cheap, And they're amazing.
Any syntheads out there, it's essentially a Moog Rogue in a rubbish plastic case.
And I like that guitar line sort of weaving in and out. A sort of slalom. What's the song about? It's just a love letter to a synthesizer? Surely not.
What I do, what I've done,
Yeah. Just like the loudest claps in Europe. Maybe not the world, but certainly Europe. Sub bass line
It's got the wee realistic synth there. So that's me doing all the vocals.
and the squeeze box. Sorry, squeeze box. Some gang vocals, some like pitched those up and down. A wee Stadium Rock Snurgle. The guy's face on his kick drum.
What a fine
Special. This song is an absolute. I'm genuinely surprised the song's here. It's a really nice progression you've got going on there. Really pushed my buttons.
That's one of my simpler ones. Isn't it?
That's the thing. It's just it's efficiency. That's what you want. It's a chess move. You want to make your point. As few moves as possible, except for everything else we've said about this song, which is the opposite. That's the contrast.
That's a general rule for this whole album, I think.
So in short, kiss and tell. Who are you kissing and what are you telling me about it?
That's for me to kiss and me to tell.
You.
But not right now.
Alright.
Oh.
Feeling a bit woozy back here.
Totally. Fuck, I do not know what to say about this.
Is this a bonus track or something?
I'm just keeping us going. Is there any other songs we need to do again, do you think? So if you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Watching us talk about the album Kiss and Tell by Babe, which will be out on the...
They'll be out on the... Appearing on the screen now. Will be
yeah, on this day. Yeah.
Phone this number. So Gerard's here, and I'm John, and there's Amaury over there,
Driving us about.
and our friend Tom, who's in the bands. We all made these songs, and we hope you like them, and that you leave them on a loop on your preferred streaming platform overnight for a few months.